Welcome to my home and welcome to my channel. This is me, Christoph Key, laughing through life, single, gay, and sober. I wanted to make a video where I shared with you a little bit of my backstory and how I ended up on this journey. When I was 19 years old, I got a job at a bar and restaurant and was thrust into a lifestyle that I definitely was not prepared for. I grew up with shows like Queer as Folk and honestly couldn't wait to grow up and be a part of this gay lifestyle. I got a job as a server, but I very quickly learned that all the happening action was happening in the bar. One day, a cocktail waitress, who happened to be a porn star, asked me if I could cover a shift. She quickly showed me the in and outs of the bar, and then she introduced me to something that I would struggle with for the next 16 years. And that was shooters. You know those little tiny bottles of alcohol? Some people call them nips. I called them shooters. I had a friend once call them red tops, blue tops, green tops, whatever kind of top it was, I wanted it. She gave me a bag that had 6 Smirnoff shooters in it and said thanks for covering my shift. So here I am, 19 years old, like, score. At the same time, I didn't realize that my bar was conveniently located across the street from a liquor store. This was the break I was waiting for. At 19, I could finally live my gay, fabulous life, work at a bar, buy my own alcohol, and be the talk of the town if I wanted to. Honey, you couldn't tell me a damn thing. I ditched the button down and glasses and immediately got some tight, skinny jeans, busted out my chest, and got a tattoo. I worked at that job off and on for 10 years of my life. A whole decade. I had regulars that would come in just to hear what crazy stories I had to tell or to see what crazy hairdo I had that week. And it was fun until it wasn't fun. I soon developed a way of living that I thought was normal. I'd start my day with 6 shooters and see where the day took me. I would wake up on friends' couches, sometimes mysteriously at home, sometimes I wouldn't even go to bed at all. There's a reason that people shouldn't get a job like that at 19 years old. Our brains aren't even fully developed at 19 years old. And here I was putting substance and alcohol right into it. My love for attention and unwillingness to look at my pain is what kept me there for 10 years. After those 10 years, I got into a relationship where I was able to change my life by going to beauty school. No bar, no more problem, right? I carried my pain throughout that relationship, which eventually ended after 5 years, until about just a year and a half ago. My sobriety journey started July 5th, 2020, in the midst of a pandemic, riots, and definitely an uncertain world. For most people, their go-to was, hey, it's time to party. But for me, I had been partying my whole life, it seemed. The only thing it seemed I had going for me in my life was an amazing boyfriend who lived in California, and also my career. Living the way that I was living, I know I would soon lose both of them. My boyfriend at the time had been sober for 33 years. I like to say he opened the door to sobriety for me, but I'm the one who chose to walk through it. I saw in him a lifestyle and flexibility that I yearned for. July 4th, 2020 was my very last sip of alcohol and use of any substance. For the next 8 months, my life drastically changed. I felt clearer and healthier than I'd ever had. I moved into a new condo that I never thought I could live in with no roommates. My relationship I thought was doing great. Life just couldn't get any better. After 8 months of not drinking, my then boyfriend, out of nowhere it seemed, called me and told me that he could no longer be my boyfriend. Broken and devastated is an understatement. This man changed my life without ever even asking me to change. And now he's saying he doesn't want to be my boyfriend? I naively thought that if I stopped drinking, then everything would end up picture perfect. No one ever told me that sober people break up too. At that moment, I had a choice. I could go back to the lifestyle that I was leading, unhappy, unhealthy, scared every day. Or I could continue on this path of happiness and joy that I had found. Honey, my life had already started to change for the better, so there was no way I was going back. However, my saving grace at that moment was reaching out to a friend who I knew was sober as well. I felt no temptation to drink, but I needed to speak with someone who knew what I was going through. My friend then took me to an AA meeting that they attend weekly. There I was introduced to people and techniques that I still lean on today. I personally have gained a lot of help and perspective through AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. However, this is not a video for AA or about AA. This is just me telling you my personal stories in hopes that I can help you along your journey. So the stories that you're gonna hear from me are true and unfiltered. Whether it's glamorous or dirty, I'm gonna tell you how it is. There are no instructions to life, but I hope that by me sharing mine with you, you'll be able to grow from it too. Take a few tips or not, Maybe drop a few suggestions. The fact of the matter is, living in this world and trying to be alcohol and substance free is extremely difficult. If you don't have a support system, or you feel like you're doing this journey alone, I want you to know that you're not. The life that I have now is a life worth living. Taking your life back is possible. Hang in there. I'll see you next time. This is me, Christoph Key. Do you like me? Then make sure to like and subscribe for more videos.